So my favorite food right now, because I have a lot of favorite foods, is a sausage, egg, and cheese on a cinnamon raisin bagel.
I brought a romaine heart because I feel like salads and like healthy eating was a huge part of growing up.
But I have my favorite drink, which is a Sobe Elixir Strawberry Banana Morning Patrol. Is the name of it.
Pizza, of course. Tasty, generally. And there's so many varieties of it. It's just really, really versatile.
My favorite food is rice, which I guess is kind of like typical for like an Asian person. But yeah, because it goes with everything. I literally eat rice like every day.
I brought a cold brew iced coffee and a box of 25 assorted munchkins.
I'd say my favorite food or drink is hot chocolate. I had it when I was little, starting when I was probably in elementary school. One of my parents, either my mom and dad, would bring me hot chocolate.
I just thought of something that I would every day if someone was like, this is what you're gonna have for dinner for the rest of your life. I was like, I'd be okay with. So I picked this salad from Be Good because I like it a lot and I would eat it every day for dinner for the rest of my life. It's called the Harvest Kale Salad.
My favorite food is probably a nice hot bowl of ramen.
My favorite food is a Five Guys bacon cheeseburger, accompanied by a little fries and a milkshake designed by a friend of mine, which is a mixture of Oreo cream, peanut butter, and salted caramel.
I brought a $6 cake from Stop and Shop, but I always want to say ShopRite because I think they're the same, and I stand by that.
Dunkin' is pretty nostalgic for me, being a mass hole, and because I grew up around here. And munchkins were like the Sunday morning. You know, it was a special Sunday morning when Mom came home with munchkins in the morning.
I always go there usually with a friend, and we sit down and we're immersed in the ambiance, and we wait for our numbers to be called, and we listen to the rock music that they play, and it's fun. I used to do it in high school with one of my closest friends. At the end of every school quarter, we would reward ourselves by going to the Five Guys that was in walking distance from our school. We would go there and we would sit down in the same seats every time, and we would get this huge meal, and we would just enjoy it for like a few hours and just talk.
Every year so far in college, I have like my food of choice. Freshman year was because it was easy. It was like the only thing I knew on the menu from before. And Denzel, who worked with Sodexo, made the best cinnamon. I keep forgetting how to say it. Cinnamon sausage, egg, and cheese. Now Denzel unfortunately became a security guard, so now he doesn't make food on Sodexo anymore. So sophomore year, I didn't get any sausage, egg, and cheese in protest.
Oh, I have fries too.
Yeah.
Mostly, well, they were free because I ordered this online and it was my first online order, so they gave me free french fries. But then once after I ordered this, I kind of realized like what my favorite food probably is, which is potatoes in all the different forms. So like fries, mashed potatoes, and probably like roasted potatoes too. Not baked potatoes or like potato chips that much. So I guess this is representative too. Like these are also important. Like I like this, but like these are important too. Because like fries aren't like the healthiest things in the world. And like this is like vegetables, so vegetables are good for you. Which I think is representative of like how I try to be with like food and with life. Like I like balance.
My mom tries to make rice a lot, and like when she does it, she like either makes it really, really mushy or like really, really dry, I guess, for lack of better words. And so, for my birthday, for my birthday last year, they got me a rice cooker because I like was living, I guess, without rice for a while. But like that's literally all my roommates and I eat is like rice. I'm trying to think if I have anything like interesting that's happened with rice. I don't know. Just that I literally eat rice every day.
Never have it this long. I'm like really restricting myself from just drinking the whole thing so I can talk to you about it. But
Yeah.
normally it just goes down in one gulp because it's not quenching at all. Very quick eater and drinker of liquids or whatever. I eat pretty fast and I drink pretty fast. I just ate a whole large cheese pizza.
Definitely feel weird ordering hot chocolate at like, because I got this from Cafe Nero, and I felt weird going up because there were these two girls in front of me, and they ordered these weird like mocha espresso shots, and I was just like, I'll have a hot chocolate. So it does feel really childlike ordering it, but there's something about how sweet it is, and I guess the warmth that I like about it.
I guess it's like happy. You have it when you are celebrating something, or like when people like quit their jobs. I think they give them cakes. Not that I've ever worked in an office, but I just like, I feel like cakes are at a lot of events, and I like to eat a lot of it.
Well, you can eat it however you like, because no one can really tell you how you should eat your food. Well, or ramen in that case. But they do say that the best way to have it is to eat to eat it like within 20 minutes, just because like any longer and your noodles gets really soggy, and like it loses that springiness in it. But yeah, I mean, this is like a fast food. You're not supposed to like take your time with it.
And oh, it's my mom. Ask her about lettuce. Okay. But also what you needed to talk about. Hey, Mom. Guess what? I was literally just talking about you. I'm being recorded right now. It's for someone's like photo project. Yeah, his thing was like bring your favorite food to this and then eat it in front of the camera and talk about why you chose it as your favorite food. And I chose like a romaine heart, mostly for like the gag of like eating just like raw lettuce in front of a camera, but also because you instilled healthy eating in me and Teo.
I try to set myself up to have a lot of options sometimes, but also I'm learning to just kind of commit to one thing and just kind of run with it. Somebody said if you have a plan B, plan A isn't going to work. Or like if you have a plan B, you don't want plan A to work.
I hate, like, if I have like a plate of food, like if I have like green beans and pasta, I don't know, something else, like they can't touch unless they're in like the same family. So I guess it would be okay if the green beans and the pasta touch, because it's okay if the green beans get pasta sauce on them. But if there was like green beans, pasta, and like a garden salad that already had dressing on it, had like Italian vinaigrette on it or balsamic, like they can't touch because the sauce can't get in the salad because like there's different flavors. Like
People that grow up with it are so passionate about it and are so annoying, I guess, is, because it's consistent and it's always been the same, it just, no matter when you have it, it always reminds you of, the past or whatever.
As you may know, Lucas and Emma believe that there's a proper way to make hot chocolate. I don't know who assigned them, like, the rulers of hot chocolate, but they say that you have to put in, I don't even remember, it's like the powder first, and then the milk, and then heat it up. But the thing is, hot chocolate powder doesn't mix if you put it in cold milk first, because then it gets all clumpy. So you have to heat up the milk first, and then put in the powder. And I think that I'm not a naturally argumentative person, but I'm very, very stubborn.
Like, there's a lot of Japanese influences and Japanese presence in Singapore. And I ate a lot of Japanese food when I was young, because like, I don't know, I loved it. I thought it was like really fucking delicious. I loved it more than our own local food, which is kind of shame because our local food's really good too. But yeah, I think I engaged with Japanese culture first and foremost through the food, and from the food, like, that led me to explore more about like their history, their culture, their practices.
Food is a great way to like bring people together. Like you go to dinner, I don't know, I like when I go to dinners, like I'm like, everybody put your phone down, because like this is like a meal that you're supposed to have together, and like it's like cooking is really fun too, like all of that, just because like you can bond a lot better, I think, like over a meal. Like people don't go on dates and like sit there and do nothing. Like people go on dates and like eat food and stuff, like, which sounds dumb, but like, or like meeting new people. One of the best ways to do that is like go for a meal or something like that. Or
For a long time, I thought that I was really, I kind of had this idea that I was persuasive, or I was good at enough stuff, or I was kind of had a broad enough perspective, or like broad enough set of experiences that I could just like come into a situation and make do, regardless of like, what the thing is. And now I'm kind of finding that like, yeah, you can kind of scrape by without really preparing for things, but if you want to be good at something, you definitely have to like prepare for it.
I would probably pick healthy eating because, as evidenced by my choice. Also because I do genuinely just like feel better for that. Like I always have like remorse after eating an entire pizza or something, because my guts will be like screaming. Just it's a physical remorse.
I used to be really grossed out about eating, actually, there was some children's book that like personified the tongue, had an image of the tongue rolling everything you eat in saliva before you swallow it, and like that's stuck with me for so long. So whenever I'm eating, I chew so fast and I swallow so fast that I usually like eat my meal before anyone else.
I've just always advocated for Five Guys. I don't know why. I guess it's nostalgic for me by this point. I know I'm not supposed to eat it. Like, if I can really force myself to go on a diet, then I shouldn't be eating it. But I just can't help but treat myself with it. Whenever there's a special occasion, I'm like, I have to get Five Guys. It's nostalgic, it's comfortable, it's euphoric. It's everything you want in a fast food meal.
I feel like a thing with my friends in high school, and like we've been friends since we were really little, is we would just eat a lot together, and we would just buy cakes and eat it with forks. Like on New Year's, I actually had a red velvet cake when we, like after the ball dropped and we got home, we just all got forks and ate this like same kind of cake.
Well, when I'm alone, I usually like to go on a place I feel comfortable with, because I know what to expect, and I know I'll have a good time. When I'm in a social setting, my friends are going somewhere new, I'm more likely to try new things. Just because I don't like wasting my time and money on food that might not be good.